You want to tell me a secret?
Okay, so I was out day drinking a couple months ago and hooked up with this guy. Ended up getting an STD.
What?
Wait a minute.
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
Yeah, I want to go ahead and give out this trigger alert warning for you guys because it's probably going to get a little heated watching this, myself included. Let's go ahead and get into it. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So, I got a video for you guys that I came across. I was actually going to react to something else, but when I came across this and I noticed I saw the title of it and I noticed it was Angela Yee, my first thought was, I'm definitely covering this because you're going to see a lot of the fuckery in this video. If you're familiar with Angela Yee, then you already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. I tell you, bro, the one-sided accountability is like so blatantly obvious in front of your face when it comes to women nowadays, bro. It's really borderline disgusting and definitely disappointing, especially since they try to come off like they're so morally higher than men. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video.
I went and got it cleared up, but I keep getting it back, which means I gave it to my husband, and now I have to tell him so he can get rid of it so I can get rid of it.
Ooh, what STD was it?
Trichomania.
You said chlamydia?
No, trichomania.
Oh, okay.
Trichomania.
Okay.
I don't
Oh,
even know what that is. This is the first time I've ever even heard of it when I got it.
That's
Dr.
borderline.
Bezos here.
Yeah, it's Dr. Ice here. So I'm gonna tell you, what you've been diagnosed with. You've been diagnosed with trichomania. That's borderline chlamydia. But you also been.
Yeah, for y'all that don't know, that's basically what trick is. It's a discharge just like chlamydia. Now I don't know if there's a difference between the two, but I know as far as antibiotics, they have antibiotics that pretty much take care of that and chlamydia, since they have very, very similar symptoms. So good thing is that it's something that is curable. However, that's still dangerous though. That's still dangerous because you could have got HIV or AIDS off of that. So luckily it didn't turn out to be anything worse, but still though. But yeah, dude, he's correct. It's basically just like chlamydia, very similar symptoms, discharge, all that shit. For the people that don't know, because that's something because that was a new one that I had to learn about because I never heard of it till a while ago.
Chlamydia. But you also been diagnosed with double dipping. You heard, but we not here to judge you though. Honestly, we're not here to judge you. You know what I'm saying? But who do you feel in your heart you got it from? Like,
it had to be that day drinking guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the day drinking guy.
Do you have that guy's number? Is there a way to contact him or no?
I don't have his number. I mean, if I see his face, I can recognize him, but it was really just a random on a bad day.
How are you going to tell your husband?
I don't know yet. I'm going to tell him because, like, I keep coming back, so I have to tell him. I'm just going to tell him that I got STD and that I need him to go get tested so that I can get rid of it.
Maybe you should tell him it was dormant and then
you gotta tell him though.
Maybe you should.
Here comes the part where I got triggered and pissed off. But I guess we shouldn't be surprised when it's coming from Angela Yee now, should we? This is the same woman that had Yada Awakening on her channel. So that right there lets you know what type of time she on. You know, she's not gonna have any people on the opposite side. Like, she's not gonna have an Anton Daniels on her show. She's not gonna do that. This really, really, really pisses me off. I want y'all for the women that that like to hate watch, because I got women that hate watch me too. Ask yourselves this and be honest, because I know y'all are the ones that like to come through just to hit the dislike button. Do you think Angela Yee would give a man the same grace and be trying to give ways for the man to get away with cheating and not telling his wife the truth? Do you really think Angela Yee would do that? Because if it's one thing I've noticed on this show, she does that a lot. And it's always women. And she's always basically trying to give women any kind of leverage to get away with whatever it is, whatever secret that they're telling her. Because I'll be willing to bet the Federal Reserve that she wouldn't do the same for a man. If a man called in with the same stories. Let's keep it moving.
Effed up.
That's what I was thinking, because that's what they said. They were like, you could have had it for a long time. I mean, I've only been married for a year and a half, but that's a long time for something to be dormant. So
Oh, okay. I just did some research for you, right? How can you get trichomoniasis, whatever, if no one cheats? And it says that you can actually get it through extensive literature. It shows that you can actually get it through towels and toilet seats and from swimming pools.
Oh, even.
Or maybe you can just tell him the fucking truth. You know, kind of like y'all ask men to do all the fucking time. I don't know. Because apparently men are the ones that lie all the time, right? That's according to them.
Swimming pools.
Oh, even still, if I'm being honest with myself, I gotta know where it came from. So.
And you need to let him know, because as a man, he ain't going for the toilet seat. I got it from the toilet seat bag. Like, he ain't out of that.
He's definitely not going to believe you if you try to say that.
I don't believe it. So I already know.
Maybe you should set somebody up to cheat with him. And
It's
then
an evil world we live in. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus?
cheat with him. And
Absolutely not. He's so sweet. I'm telling you, he wouldn't even go for it.
I'm kidding.
No, you're not. Hey, no, look, before you leave though, one last thing. Another way you can get that is like having sex without showering. Like, say, you know, you and your husband, y'all gotta shower before y'all have sex. You can get trichomoniasis that way. So maybe you should just tell him, like, baby, honestly, I think from here on out, we both need to just shower before we have sex, you know, because I got trichomoniasis and I believe you have it too. So now we need to take this medicine. Wham.
I don't trust Vezo.
I'm gonna slide it right in there.
Ironic how she could sit over here and say that she doesn't trust him, but you're the main one over here trying to give this woman every excuse in the book to try to manipulate her husband into not thinking that he got this shit from her. I tell you, bro, this is some wild work. I find it. It just bothers me how women who speak so poorly and down on men so much are the same women that will not hold other women accountable when they actually got a good man. That's crazy to me. Can you think about that? The same women that speak poorly about men as if there are no good men out here, when one of y'all friends or y'all know another woman that has a good man and she does him wrong, y'all doing everything to protect her instead of doing what's right and being like, no, you see him, and then y'all wonder why men go bad. Shit like this. This is crazy, man. I want now. Chisa Zed covered this. He read off some comments, and I want y'all to hear what the people in the comment section had to say, because I think they shared my sentiment on this one. Check this out.
First comment here says, "This is wild. Why y'all giving her tips on how to further trick this man into a cold world?" And somebody responded back and says, "Exactly." Here's another person who says that part. Here's another comment that says, raw with a stranger while married is some wild stuff. Mm-hmm. Here's another comment that reads, so telling the truth isn't an option? No, not for her, it's not. Here's somebody else who added, wow, if I see his face, I can recognize him. She could have gave her husband, I'm assuming that's supposed to say HIV, and wouldn't even be able to say who gave it to her. What a sick world. And what a sick woman. Another comment here says, not ready for marriage. Only a year in with the random. No one is perfect, but wow. Here's somebody else who says, these people can't be serious. Another comment here reads, raw dogging a stranger is wild work. Here's another comment that reads, child, let me grab my coffee. This too much. Not cheating on your husband, girl. And somebody else here says, cheating is one thing, but going raw with a stranger is crazy. At least it is something they can get rid of with antibiotics. Sheesh. Somebody else here says, going bareback with a complete stranger is sick business. Here's another comment that says, the sisterhood is for real. Angela Yee said to this woman to tell her husband it was dormant. She meant this with true intentions of her not getting caught. Sad world we live in. Fellas, trust no woman, this commenter says, even this podcast.
It's an evil world we live in.
I think the most frustrating part about this video, obviously, was Angela Yee. I never liked Angela Yee, and the more I'm starting to see her on podcasts, and the more that because this isn't the first time I've reacted to her little radio show or whatever this is. And another thing, notice she never has anybody on that show that gives her any pushback. Have y'all noticed that as well? That's what she really needs. She really needs somebody that's the opposite of her to balance that show out, which is probably why nobody pays attention to this, or why people didn't really like her on the Breakfast Club. Is we gotta stop with all this bias. I see a lot of bias nowadays, man, and it's really starting to show. And you can tell when it comes to Angela Yee that it's like so obvious, because when you think about how you don't really see her on the Breakfast Club like that anymore, and now you're starting to see her do this, and then the other show that she had with Yada Awakening, just these two shows alone can kind of tell you where her mindset at. You know, she's single as French toast, and if she's giving out this kind of advice, it really ain't much of a surprise. To be honest with you, I'm really not surprised that she tried to do everything in her power to try to come up with ways for this woman to not get caught cheating. But like I said, I know Angela Yee is the type of woman that would not give men that same grace. If men were calling into her show with these same stories, I guarantee you she would not be trying to tell these men all these different scenarios where he can lie to the woman and get away with it. She would not do that. If she was doing that, this wouldn't even be worth reacting to, but we both know she's not doing that. She's biased. Confirmation bias, man. It's a thing, bro, especially in this space. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.